Yo, we back. It's another
indeed.
Boxing
week. Salute to everybody who's been showing us a lot of love on the boxing videos, commenting, whether you agree, disagree, whatever. Whoa.
Got a
little
lightning
thunder. I don't
in the
know if they can hear that, but it's a little
thunderstorm
outside.
in the background.
That's
Right,
when you
one
know we're
boxing
bringing the
talk.
heat right now coming on.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, salute to everybody who's doing that, and appreciate y'all. Want to pop it off real quick out of respect before we get into all the other stuff. Rest in peace to coach, trainer Mike Stafford.
Rest in peace, Mike Stafford.
When I first saw the news, I was like, it's one of those things like, don't say that. Hope that's not true, but found out it was true. A lot of people know him as being AB's trainer, Adrian Broner. He trained Jermell Herring, Sheen Warren, things like that. He just seemed like a real good dude. From what I understood, even with a lot of AB's story, he took a lot of them kids under his wing, and a lot of them was coming from different situations and stuff like that. Yeah, need some stability, and he did the best he could. Making sure them kids got places, had a place to stay every now and then. And
very honorable.
Keeping up with the hygiene and all that type of stuff from what I'm heard. So trainers like that and stuff like that is they're real teachers and people who really care. And when you start losing those type of people, it gets tough.
Yeah, prayers up.
So rest in peace to him. And
Definitely.
Let's get into this boxing talk, man. I know y'all seen it. That Shakur Stephenson, Frank Martin is officially gone.
That's gonna be a fight.
Looks like it's gonna be happening, yo.
That's gonna be a fight.
We made our predictions kind of with that.
I got
a little bit
Shakur.
last
You already
week,
know
right?
I got Shakur.
I have Shakur. I think it's gonna be a really, really, really. It's gonna be a tough fight.
Okay.
That's gonna be a tough fight.
Yeah, I'm also going with Shakur as well. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to give like a round or anything. I got to think about that, but I'm going with Shakur to win that fight.
Yeah.
I think Shakur outclasses him. This is gonna be the one where it shows niggas that it's like a real major gap.
But
Okay.
that's what if he's what we think he is, that's what it should do, because this is a fighter that should push him.
Yes.
Because Frank Martin is not a
No,
scrub.
he's a dog.
Right.
He's a dog.
Fast hands, good feet, in and out. He can put his power. He can put his punches together very well at times. Sometimes he gets hopping in and stuff like that, and get caught with some shots and stuff like that. And that's when Shakur can kind of, because Shakur's timing.
Yeah.
And
Crazy.
and how he masters distance is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, his
Footwork,
he starts using that
defense,
jab. Yeah, the
all
counter
that
punches. It's tough, but this
He
is
can
somebody with the
shoot, too.
athleticism and everything. These are the fights we want to see, because who knows? Frank Martin can go out there and win a tough fight.
Never
Yeah.
know.
That would
We
be
never
crazy.
know, but you don't know
Never
if these
know.
dudes aren't fighting each other, because Frank Martin is very skilled, man. Some nights it might not be your best night, and somebody right there, he's locked in. So this is not a fight that Shakur should sleep on. He knows that. I think they both understand the magnitude of winning this fight and what it's going to do, and I'm pumped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Me
very
too.
pumped.
That's gonna be crazy.
But one of the things,
That's this year, right?
yeah, they saying it's November
15th or some shit
something like that. They're
Yeah,
saying
'cause
it's on
Shakur
a,
ain't fighting a
Got the
minute.
actual
they're
date.
saying it's on a Thursday, which is weird.
Oh, man.
Like
But they
before or
fighting in,
after
like-
the first Grand Prix in
No, they
Vegas.
fighting here. It's in Vegas. Yeah.
Yes,
I did
which
see
is
that.
really weird. Some people,
Oh.
you know what a lot of people's talking about, because you know how Bob Arum, I'm gonna just keep it real with certain. It seems to be like a lot of times with black fighters, just keeping it real. Like there's somewhat of a struggle sometimes with how to manage their career. That's been the complaint from a lot of people, and we've seen people leave. We've seen Bud is the most recent. The most famous is Floyd Mayweather. So these things typically kind of happen. So they like a lot of people like, listen, you talking about getting this big percentage. I don't like getting into the pocket stuff, but they like, because this goes beyond the pocket stuff. It's about managing the career. You like for certain fights, and it's like it looks like your promoter don't even really trust you. Why would he put you on a Thursday
Yeah.
for some stuff like that?
That's
That doesn't
fucking
even seem
crazy.
like somebody he believes in like that. So
Yeah.
it's just something to watch out for. Hopefully, I wouldn't be surprised
Thursday
if he
is
tried
mad
to be
weird
top
for
ranked at some
boxing.
point.
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
never
know.
really heard that. It's like
Yeah.
a major
It's weird. It's
fight.
like
Well, when was the A New Way? Was that
That was
that
Saturday morning. It was
Something
like
like
that was
really
that
weird.
was a weird week day.
because it
It's
was
Japan,
in
yeah,
Japan.
it was weird.
That was why
I
that
think it was like
different.
August 20. No, I said August.
It might have even been
July.
like Friday morning.
It was something weird.
It was
Yeah.
either a Friday or a Thursday. It was something random.
It
as
was a
hell.
weird day, but it was because of where it was for
I
that.
think it was like the 25th of July.
You know what I mean?
or
So
June.
that made sense for that to be at a weird time. Where this one, I just don't. They fighting in Vegas. Why are they fighting on a Thursday?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Matter of fact,
weird.
what date was the Earl Spence Terence Crawford? We've been talking
It's
about
a Saturday.
a Saturday, so it was the day before that. So you're right, it was a Friday.
Yeah, it was a weird time, and you had to wake up and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Because I was at
I
work.
think you had to be at like 4 something in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, it was super early.
Yeah, it was weird.
Because I was up. I just happened to be up. For
I mean, that's what happens when it's in another country and you not controlling the broadcasting. This is how it
Exactly.
goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we looking forward to that fight.
Very much.
I think
I'm
it's
hyped
gonna
for
be a
that.
fantastic fight.
Yeah, that's gonna be great for boxing.
They saying
Power don't go out on this.
they saying Jared Anderson. Ooh,
Damn,
this
that
is
was a
live in
real
effect.
thunderstorm,
It's
dog.
striking outside.
Yeah, but they saying Jared Anderson probably gonna be on the undercard.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who he'll be fighting yet, but that's
I
gonna
like
be
that.
interesting. And matter of fact, that's a perfect segue. Speaking of Jared Anderson, did y'all see him say? You know, he's talked about how he's trying to just get money and get out the game, and how he want to retire by 27, right?
Yeah,
He's been saying that, right?
yeah, I heard that.
So
He's not really into boxing.
So his most recent comment, and I seen a lady who I guess
Black
who
has a big
follows
issue
on
with
boxing.
him about that.
A lady, she was like, "I'm done with him. Y'all can have him." She said, because he said, I think his quote was, "I don't feel like I have to be a world champion." He said, basically, I'm just gonna get the money and get the car,
Right.
like a nice house and everything, and be out the game.
Yeah,
It's like, dog, why should we want to root for you if you don't care like that?
he might really not fuck with that shit.
I believe him.
These kids now, their mind frame is different than us. Like we, like the mentally, they on there.
He seemed like he was
shit
an
that make me
athlete, and
happy
people knew
shit.
he had hands, so he was forced into it. But it's like when it's a product you're selling, and you're telling everybody, "Oh, I'm going to take your money and not really
Doja
care."
Cat and this shit.
Yeah, why should I? Why no? Why would I have to support
Yeah.
that? And I want to support him.
I support him still,
It's getting,
but it's
that's getting
I
weird
already
for me.
know.
I'm be honest. If you
I
don't
just
care,
don't
why
think he
should I
love
care?
it, yo.
Clearly, yo.
Yeah, I just
like,
don't
not
think he
fake.
love
Yeah,
it.
but that's
Telling
not
you.
the kind of thing that I even though he's an immense talent, give me that. This is still not the sport that you just want to be
Yeah,
fucking
this
around
one is
with.
too dangerous to be like.
Yeah,
that.
that's what I mean. Like he gonna get his head knocked.
Yeah.
the
And
fuck
also,
off
you know
that.
how boxing is.
I
Like,
still want him to fight Usyk.
it's an emotional sport. Like people get emotionally invested in it.
Yeah.
Now you like people not gonna be as you need that. Yeah, I mean, even if you don't love it, you
For him to get
you
the
shouldn't
big
keep
bags
saying stuff
that
like
he
that,
trying to
bro.
get, he should chill. Just
you-
don't love it. That's
His
the
PR team
easiest
need to
way
get
to
on
do
him
it.
like, "Hey man,
I don't know why
we're
you
trying to
say
sell
that.
pay-per-views at some point. We trying to
Yeah.
do this.
Why the fuck would I pay
Why
money?
would people
for?
want to pay for a dude that's telling you, I'm just going to take your money and not give you or care about the fights that you really want? And all
I don't really
Yeah,
care.
It's a very
no,
dangerous
fuck
game.
that.
I'm trying to
'Cause
get my bag.
Because you have a promoter in boxing, but in boxing, it's also big self-promoting. You have to do, it's like a 50-50 type of thing. And then eventually, at some point, a lot of the promotion really be on you. They just handling like network stuff and commercials and 24/7s, but a lot of that promotion is on you. Like Muhammad Ali promoting the fight, Floyd Mayweather promoting the fights, even fight the UFC, Conor McGregor promote. Like when you're a fighter, like a lot of that becomes on you after
Yeah,
a
you
while.
gotta sell it back.
And you gotta have people
especially
believing
once
in
you get the
yo.
name. Yeah, once you get
People
the
don't
name, now
believe
they
it,
gotta
and you just
believe
like-
it.
He seems like he has wrestling vibes anyway. Like he would be super into that.
Or football.
No, wrestling.
Nah,
Because it's
wrestling-
just the fits he used to wear.
yeah,
You know
coming
what I
out
mean?
in the
Like back in the day, he
costumes.
used to have the pimp shit on. Like
I
he's
would not
just
be
random
surprised.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
He came out, he was
I can see
Batman
him
this
be a
recent
wrestler.
one, yo.
Yeah, he might be into
Yeah,
that. That might be
maybe,
his
yo.
thing. Is just entertainment and shit. Like,
Yeah.
But he need to stop boxing, and I don't want you to box.
No, because it gets boxing is way too
Yeah.
dangerous for you to be.
And in the heavyweight
People
division.
die in there. You
Yeah,
can, you
yo,
can
Like,
die.
it's a dude at cruiserweight. He like 19. I wish I knew his name, yo. You gotta watch out for guys like that. He's a dangerous man. He one of them ESPN guys.
Gotta start jotting the
19
names
years
down.
old.
Else you got 'em on
I
top.
do.
You talking about the dude that's nice?
Yeah, but
We
even
talked to
boxing fans wouldn't know about him because this was like
I think we
Second
spoke
or
about him
third
before,
fight.
like,
Yeah, we
maybe
have
off the
spoken about him.
podcast. Yeah, he like
we
20
and we
years
spoke
old or
about it
something.
on the pod too,
We
but
did?
I just
Okay.
can't remember. But he like 19.
I mean, so we got to find
Dog,
his name
bro.
out. Yeah, he nice. He definitely. And if he love it, you don't want to walk into a ring with another young dude that
Exactly.
love it.
Yeah.
Young hungry boy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wants to be the world.
Because
champion.
eventually,
Like,
you keep doing this, and then they not seeing, and then like your promoter would be like, okay, I see it's not gonna go the way we're gonna want to go, and we're not gonna make the money we want. They gonna cash you out. They gonna throw you in there with somebody.
Yeah, real dog.
And really like, hey man, if you
Yeah.
survive this, then that's one thing. But we putting you in there. Normally, as a matchmaker, we wouldn't put you in there with this guy,
yeah.
but we're gonna put you in there with this guy.
Yeah,
Gonna fight
That
Deontay
happens a lot.
Wilder when Wilder hit like 40 and Wilder gonna stretch him, yo.
Yeah, Wilder's knocking everybody out.
Yo, he really got them hands. Like it'd be crazy when people talk crazy about him. Like, yo.
I can't wait to see him again too at some point.
Nah, you remember it was like I don't know who he can't knock out. At one point, it was like Fury was the first one.
He's knocked
like,
everybody
yo, yeah,
down
like,
at least.
yeah.
Even Fury.
Even Fury.
Yeah.
Everybody
That
gets
first
falling,
fight.
yo. The second fight, he fell twice in the second fight.
He felt.
Yeah, he knocked him out 3 times.
You're right.
Yeah.
I was
Fury's
talk-
just
I-
so
I was
goddamn
harkening back
large.
to that
Like,
first
he got
one where
up.
he
he's the only
set up
person
like
that
the
kind of absorbed the
Undertaker.
You remember
punch
he
a
woke up
little
like-
bit better.
Big motherfucker.
Straight
Man.
crazy.
Just a big motherfucker.
Well, shoot, y'all see Fury. They really about to have that fight with him and Francis and
Yeah,
Ngannou.
he's gonna
I
put
hate
him down.
that.
It's putting them down. It's gonna be target practice.
Yo, UFC trying to bow boxes away.
He's not
a lot
UFC
of-
anymore. Francis Ngannou's not
Oh,
UFC anymore.
MMA.
Yeah.
I don't like
That's why he
that.
kinda
Like,
left. He
why
wanted to do other
boxers
stuff.
fighting MMA
I forgot where he at
dudes?
now.
Because-
Where
because
are
the
they
money
fighting us at?
It's easy money for the boxer, and then it's a lot of money for the MMA fighter. So the boxer knows he's going to beat him up, and then the MMA fighter's like, yo, I'm trying to cash out.
That's
They saw-
why all of
they
these
saw Conor
UFC
McGregor
guys
do
are
it.
doing it. They know they're
Yeah.
not gonna win this
They don't make
fight.
that type of money in MMA.
But they
yo.
done make this kind of money. Some of them over their whole fucking career. I think that
Yeah.
guy Ben Askew or whatever his
Ben
name was.
Askew.
I don't want to give like I don't know what his purse was or anything like in the UFC. But I'm pretty sure off that one Paul brother fight, that nigga made a lot of bread off that shit, and he was like in the
I
early
respect
days.
They said the Paul
I
brothers be
respect
cutting
that.
do solid deals too, yo. Like,
Until they met Mayweather.
well, Mayweather is, yeah, but y'all see Tyson Fury said he really want to fight him in the, either him or Francis Ngannou or John Jones in the octagon.
Yeah, no. John Jones would murder that man in the octagon.
Now this is what he said. He said Francis Ngannou isn't a good wrestler, and he's a striker, so I would be able to knock him out. He doesn't watch enough to know Francis Ngannou has gotten much better.
Mm-hmm.
He's not John Jones level, but he would still get killed. But he's waiting. He's banking on a good shot here. And there. But he did speak my bad. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah.
He spoke slightly different than John Jones. He said, "Yeah, I want to get in the ring with him too. As long as basically like the money's right or whatever." He didn't say none of that other stuff. He just like, I'm gonna get in the ring if I get cooked.
Calm it the fuck down.
Because
man.
John Jones going after them legs. He's
John
gonna try to choke him
Jones
to death.
would
Yo.
definitely had a leg
All right,
kick
so it's
going
full out
crazy.
MMA. Because I'm like, if they go
He said
striking,
he wanted-
if they go
in the
straight up
octagon?
striking,
He
he'll
said he
beat
wants
a
to do
nigga
an
up.
octagon.
Nigga, if you're in the octagon,
Fury gonna beat
that's
all of them if they
real
try to
live.
strike and throw hands with
Yeah.
him.
It won't
I
be
think
none of that.
Fury could beat some dudes, especially the dudes that
Fury
are
will
good
beat the
wrestlers.
shit out
It's
of
not
most
gonna
dudes.
be
He a
none of
heavy
that,
nigga,
so-
yo. You know how
John
hard it
Jones-
is
As
to
soon as you
wrestle a heavy
catch
nigga?
Ngannou?
one of them
No.
fucking
Yeah.
leg kicks, Mike,
Yes,
it's
exactly.
over.
Yeah,
It's
he
that-
gonna-
you're
he
not
gonna-
even thinking about punching
Yo,
this
low
nigga
key,
no more.
Fury, you need to think about it because if you get one of them leg kicks to the knee wrong, yo,
It's
you-
over. Your shit
career
gonna
is
fold
over.
backwards.
Them
And
legs
he old.
exposed, yo.
Yeah.
You
It's
old
old.
and heavy.
But he's not that old.
He's
What is he,
heavy though.
30?
He might be like
35?
34.
You kick that leg, he coming down.
35,
Timber.
goddamn that big.
Nah, the UFC, the heavyweights, they age a little bit gracefully. Like that's not that
Okay.
old for a heavyweight, yo.
Okay.
Yeah. But still, regardless, them legs are exposed. He's mad tall, yo.
He's getting his legs kicked.
John
It's
Jones
gonna
is
be
giving him the
vicious.
front
He
kick to
gonna
the
hit
leg. Then he's gonna take him down. Then he's gonna put him in a
gonna be
rear
bad.
naked choke.
He may not even be
You
able
gonna
to
see
walk.
Fury's eyes roll in the back of his head,
Yeah.
yo.
He may not even be able to walk again. He might end up in there. I don't
That
want
makes
that.
sense. I'm not an MMA expert, but
I don't
that
want
does
that.
make sense.
I don't want that for Ngannou either. I don't want him to fight that nigga in the octagon. Fight them guys in the ring if you want to
might get
fight.
out
Yo,
there.
if you keep
Piece a
doing
nigga
that,
up, yo.
no, I'm all for somebody really jumping in. The last person I remember who did it was James Toney, and they went straight for his legs.
Yeah, that's all
The
that's gonna
legend,
happen.
can't think of his name right now, the legend, but he went straight for his legs. He didn't even play the striking game. And then the UFC set it up like that too. They was like, we're not putting you in there with a striker. Because
Yeah.
James Toney,
He'd have put that nigga.
he
What?
might,
He
Lights
stretched
out?
if
the
he
striker.
catches somebody with a swim
Absolutely
two-piece, it would have been bad for the UFC. But they put him in there with a
Yo,
with a
sleeping
wrestler.
a nigga in
that-
the UFC.
Yeah, he would have
be
went.
like-
He would have slumped like on like a
Me-
ragdoll type
Randy
shit.
Couture, I believe he fought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I remember that
Come
name.
on, he wasn't beating Randy Couture.
Hell.
But yeah, that's funny. I'm like Tyson Fury. If you do that,
Yeah,
and the Tyson Fury also.
I don't like it though. Like fight more heavyweights.
Yes, that's what we all want.
But who?
He needs to
Anybody.
fight Usyk.
Anybody, yo.
Usyk.
He just said everybody's like, is he trying to get like, is he ducking Usyk? I
He
was
could
like-
beat the shit
I was like,
out
why
of
would he
Usyk,
would
too.
feel like that? But like people, I wondered the question because he keep like skirting away from him. So recently, just their press conference yesterday was with him and Ngannou. He was like, I'm not fighting him. I don't have to do this. He's this and this and that. I'm never fighting him. He keep asking for this money, and if he don't take like a small purse, I'm never fighting him. Like that sounds like you're trying to avoid. It's
Avoiding.
kind of weird, yo. I'm like, because I think
But
he
he
should
don't
beat
know.
Usyk. up.
Usyk, Ukrainian, like bro might take the shortcut. Like, yo, they still gonna pay me in my country, Doug. Like, yo, I'll fight you just to get a.
He was like,
Nah, you ain't taking no pay cut.
Nah,
Nah.
I wouldn't either.
Not
Not
fight
against
that
Tyson.
man.
Nah, I
Hell
wouldn't.
no, I need my back.
not for undisputed. No,
Hell.
Yeah, nah.
Give me that.
no. He was like, y'all want y'all peas or dreams have dreams of undisputed. I don't care about none of that. I'm like, so now you don't care about. I'm like, yo, what is up with this Usyk thing that we can't get this fight? It's getting mad weird now. I'm not
Maybe
saying
Usyk
anybody's done
conducted
it.
business at the Continental, and
Maybe
He doesn't want
stole
an infraction
seconds.
against.
And then he even said, "Oh, why would I fight Usyk? Because Usyk lost anyway to Daniel Dubois. He got knocked out with a body shot. It's like, what does that fight have to do with anything with you fighting him, yo?
I mean,
even though I believe,
yeah, I mean that fight was a little sketchy to me.
it was sketchy, but
Y'all sent me some shots from it. I was like, oh
Nah,
shit.
if you watch that fight, you gonna be like,
Helpline,
wait,
it was
what's going on,
I seen
yo?
some of it.
the
I
belt
seen
was
some
kinda
of it.
high,
and
too,
the
yo.
helpline was just egregious. I like when it's like, yo, that was a little skeptical when the ref held the count when he got knocked down.
He was giving him
Like it was
good
like,
time.
It's like that.
wait, low blow? Like yo, he would have cooked him. It would have been a knockout.
Yeah, he was
Knock
down for
out.
a minute, yo. He was down for a minute, yo, and
Yeah,
The
then he
ref
was
was
like, yeah,
giving
he can't
more-
touch him no more the rest of the fight. That wasn't the
Goddamn.
way the money was supposed to go. Allegedly. Allegedly.
that fan dude.
Sportsbook.
Yeah.
Sportsbook season.
Whipping
Yo, we
your
gotta stop
ass.
blaming it only on sportsbook. That's because
I
I'm
like
not
that though.
educated, yo.
I'm about to get a little
I-
seasoning thing here to just say sportsbook seasoning. Just
Sports
keep
seasoning?
it right here.
Hey man, maybe one day we get you know, they throw us a couple, you know.
I need that sportsbook
Yeah.
seasoning so I can just do this in the middle of the shit, sprinkling my seasoning.
It's interesting. Canelo and Charlo got a fight coming up, but somehow, and he's done this very well, and he deserves to get attention because it's taken him a while to get the attention he deserves. But somehow, these guys are talking about Terence Crawford more than they're talking about their opponent.
Because Terence
crazy.
Crawford's win was so crazy. Like when you fight a great and you do that, like that's abnormal.
But Terence Crawford's positioning it right. He's baited them.
Yeah.
He's baited them. Somehow he's a part of the promotion for this fight. He's not fighting these guys.
He's got a good team right now. Whoever's handling them is doing a good
Really
job.
smart, yo.
They know what they're doing because they realized probably early on that he was on this like, I'm not really with the hobnobby shit.
He wasn't.
You could tell that, and I'm not really with it. But now,
He seen that. He saw that check.
yeah, I'm gonna start going out here talking to a few of these
Saw
niggas.
that
So,
check.
no, that's why you got to talk about him. He's the hottest name in boxing right
He
now. I don't
is,
think
yo.
it's
He is.
easily the hottest name.
I
in
mean, he
boxing.
deserves it though.
Yeah.
He definitely deserves it.
Very much so.
Canelo's-
After that ass whooping.
Nasty. Canelo said it didn't. Oh, Canelo started the nonsense. Canelo was like, whoa, he had finally beat one good fighter of whole career, and then Terence, another bait move. Terence Crawford was like, oh, here we go again with somebody saying, I don't fight anybody or whatever. Basically,
he
he like
proved
fight
his
me.
point last
So
time.
he posted again. I think today. He's like, why don't y'all fight? That's the biggest fight. He said that's the biggest fight in boxing. There's no fight bigger than that. He is working it right now, yo.
And the big fish.
I still don't
bro.
think he should do it.
You gotta go after the big fish. Fuck that.
I don't-
He's
you never
old
know.
now.
You
He's
never
getting
know.
older. I really do think he's peeping. I'm starting to see it more. I
he
think
should
Zay
do it.
said it before. He said it a couple times. I'm getting older. So if I'm gonna go after shit right now, I'm gonna go after it right now while I still can and be somewhat competitive until I get
feel
too
like
old
he
and get
would
my
still
head
be
knocked the fuck
decorated the
off.
same if he just beat up like Jerron Ennis and just like thrash a couple
No,
regular
nigga, you
guys.
gotta get
Canelo
them
is the
high
glory,
end
bro.
fights.
That's a
bro.
$2+ million
Canelo is so
pay-per-view,
big
yo.
though, bro. Pause.
Do you hear what he said?
That's
Yeah,
a
I
$2+
know.
million pay-per-view. I think he really looks at it like this as well.
They could charge whatever they want for
He
that fight
probably
too.
thinks to himself, yo, listen, Canelo's only advantage over me is power. I believe he really believes that. He believes if he doesn't get caught cleanly, which that's a big if. He doesn't believe his hand speed is faster than, which it isn't. You don't
And
believe
it's
his
gotten
speed is
slower
faster.
progressively
He doesn't
over
believe that.
time.
I believe he believes he's just as smart, if not smarter than him in the ring. I don't think he believes he has any advantage but power. They're the same height. He has longer arm reach, weight and power. I think he believe. I believe there have been fighters in history that have moved up, and it was like, oh, they're not gonna win, and have won the fight, yo.
That's all.
And he has really good power for this. It's not like he's like not powerful. If he was feather fisted, then he wouldn't be able to keep. I think he could.
It's been translating.
It's been translating. I'm
Every
not saying he
time
would
that
be
he
as strong
goes
as
up,
him,
he's
but yeah.
knocking he's knocking motherfuckers.
He's getting
out.
strong as he's
and
getting.
they say it
he's
every
going up.
time, like, "Oh, we haven't seen him fight this," and he knock a motherfucker
He's
out.
beat.
again.
He's knocked everybody out at welterweight.
He just knocks niggas out. This is what he does.
He clearly has.
I'm
power
not
at
saying he's
154.
gonna knock this
Yeah,
nigga
I'm not
out,
saying he's gonna knock him out, but he believes if he could just keep him at bay,
he could bang with.
He gonna watch a lot of Floyd Mayweather fights. That's what I.
That's
believe,
what
bro.
I'm expecting the game plan to be.
That's what I
He
believe.
gonna transform into Shakur, yo. That's
I mean,
why
he's
it's
got
his
good
mans.
defensive.
They gonna be
arm, bro.
beating
Like,
him up.
he has that stuff.
I believe he'll try to stay defensively.
He
try
even
to
proved it
outbox
with
him.
Terence Crawford. It's just that he ain't had to be like overly
Errol
defensive.
Spence.
But I mean, Earl Spencer. My bad. I said Terence Crawford.
Nah,
Forgive me. But yeah, he proved that with that, yo. Because like, yo could not touch him. Earl Spence was just like the first round, I've never seen somebody look puzzled. That's a great.
And we seen Canelo when he getting
Not
touched
as a
up,
great.
If somebody hitting him enough, like he get a little.
He struggles with
he
footwork.
struggles
We
with
seen
that shit.
that.
a little
Even
bit.
The
Gennady
footwork we
Golovkin, Bivol was bad. Bivol was bad.
But he was
Bivol might have
bigger.
been like
Like,
that.
Bivol
Bivol
was
might have
bigger.
been like that. Bivol might have been. No, I'm telling you. Like third round, I was like, yo,
was
I'm
pummeling
leaving where
your
I'm
boy.
at, and I'm going back home because I
Yeah.
don't want to see my man's get beat up.
You
like
had
this.
the tracksuit on while you was at.
Yo, no, they actually had it at Green Turtle up here, and
Not gonna get an area.
I went, and it was just, I was like, I'm leaving. Cause this nigga's waiting for this, and I was in that bitch talking
I
shit.
know you was.
My nigga, I'm Nello Nation. You know I get down.
Yo, Biffle was
I was
not
like,
a good stylistic matchup
Nah,
for
he's
him.
straight. When he was red,
I said it
by,
all the
like,
way to the lead up to
fourth
the
round,
fight. I said, why would his
usually-
matchmakers do this fight? It's not a good matchup for him, yo.
Yeah,
Moving up, he's
Canelo
trying to get
one of my
that.
favorite fighter for real. So like,
Canelo was
I know
moving up,
usually
man.
he don't turn red until like the 10th to like 12th against like a tough fighter. He was like that in the second. I was scared. I'm like, yo,
pummeling that man.
he's trying. Because even with Gennady
jab was
Golovkin, you
cooking
could
him,
kind
man.
of play it, but
The
it
jab
was
was
like
cooking him.
he didn't get like that until towards the end of the Gennady Golovkin trilogy.
God
Like
damn.
that first fight though, he was. It wasn't no Bivol though. It wasn't no Bivol though. It wasn't like I'm just beating your ass. It was like, yo, I'm landing more shots than you, technically on paper. Even
Jab
though
was
the-
cooking him in that fight too.
Yeah.
That's why I think Terence was like, if I put that jab, I think he really believes he can beat him.
Low key of
He
Terence.
definitely
believe he
thinks
believes he
that.
can
I
beat
do,
him.
100%.
Now I
He's
will
one of
say
them
this:
Tyson
Canelo
say
is my man's, but which I doubt, his power with like the jab, like how he was hitting Earl Spence, could translate. He might beat him up bad, yo. Like that would be like the. I haven't seen no fighter like that against my man's. To be honest,
I'd like to see the fight.
Yeah,
I'd like to see the fight.
not like that, not that sharp.
What could he lose?
Listen, Amir Khan fought Canelo and was doing some things early, and Khan is nowhere near the fighter.
His chin hasn't been
Of
the same
Crawford.
since that fight, bro.
His chin wasn't never good.
It was never good. It was never good, but it got worse.
yeah.
50
Oh yeah,
Cent
that
said
was
it.
wild.
If you got a glass
Yo,
jaw.
he hit him with like an
Should watch
uppercut,
him
the
out.
uppercut like
It
on a
was
movie.
the right hook, yo. I thought he
Because
died.
I'll break your
yo.
face.
No.
That was scary. Yo. That
Was it
fucking
Kirkland
scary,
he hit
yo.
with the uppercut then?
Who?
No,
Kirkland.
Kirkland hit with that crazy dip hook.
He hit him with like 50 combos in that.
47.
He hit him with that
No,
crazy.
he
He
got
hit
a lot
Kirkland
of
so
vicious
hard. He did a
knockouts.
360 spin.
Oh my goodness.
He got a lot of vicious
That shit he
knockouts.
did to
Shout out
He got some
Canelo,
nasty
yo.
knockouts.
That changed
Favorite
Kirkland's
Because if he
career.
hits Crawford with anything vicious like Crawford,
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
You gonna put him down. You gonna put him down.
Yeah.
He at least gonna put him down. It might not be.
Nah,
over.
it'd probably be out.
Yeah.
Probably be
Want
out.
to know something that
You can't
hurts
take
my
that type of
feelings,
shit.
yo? I've loved Canelo so long, but he's never been on a fight night, yo.
That's because fight
Oh
night
yeah,
came
he
out right
wasn't
before he was
out. Yeah, I'm
popping.
about to say he
Yeah.
wasn't out.
Now,
Back
if you
then.
had
He
the-
was on Spike TV
if
back
you had
then.
the server,
Okay.
somebody made him, and people be saying the people for EA, even though the fighters don't be licensed, they believe people from EA be making them because they be coming out as soon as the server opens. Why is Floyd Mayweather and Canelo automatically on fight night?
Fire.
Like,
'Cause
who had
Canelo-
time to make a perfect
Fire.
version of
We
them?
needed Nello.
I had Canelo on fight night, yo.
But
I had
imagine
him,
if you could have him different eras when he would really
I
walk
had
down
him,
and on his Matrix mode.
Nah,
Like
he was
after he
hard.
got beat up by Floyd, like that next 3 years was like
He was on a warpath.
muscle up, nigga. Cause I really didn't think nobody could fuck with him until Gennady Golovkin, and I was scared to admit like this could get bad, but like he's beating everybody up badly.
Well,
See
speaking
what
of the
Charlo
other
did.
half of that big fight at the end of the month, did y'all see? Yo, Charlo, yo, man. I know I think we made a video of it. Is he really shook, yo? Y'all seen him? He was on his Michael Jackson talking about Bud. He's like, I'm not coming back down and all of that and all of this. He was like, he hit the Michael Jackson, leave me alone.
Yeah.
He really said, leave us alone. We up here. I was like,
Damn. That's embarrassing. man.
See, my thing with him, the other Charlo is just
They need
fights.
better PR, both of them.
But-
Both those guys.
With the one that's not fighting Nello though, just fight somebody. That's all we want at this point.
But that's not the one we talking about.
well, he has to fight playing. Jamal has to fight playing. It's
He's
that
not,
simple.
when
We
is he
talked about
going to
this
lock it
several times.
in?
We have to.
He slapped the shit out.
There's no other fight we want to see.
When is he going to lock it in?
Must have.
I feel like if
Has
that
to
happens and
be.
you don't try to fight him, like you don't want to fight no
No,
more.
you
It's
can't.
clear.
I don't know how you can speak to your kids, your woman. You gotta fight that man, yo. You
I
gotta,
honestly, it sound bad and like prideful, but like speak to yourself. Like
But
he
Jermell-
open smacked him. I've had
Hard.
a lot of shit where I swallowed my pride and it hurt me bad. So somebody open-handed me as a boxer like that, I would have been like, yo, that's all warranted where I can just unleash.
Yeah, I'm taking $1 for this fight.
No, though, he gotta.
I'd have fucked around. Like, if you really was like that, he should have straight beat him up in there. Like, or got crazy.
He got a lot of shit going on. Yeah,
I'm gonna skirt away from him.
He would have had technicalities though, because like
I'm gonna talk about Jermell because he gotta get his. But Jermell and Bud, it's just not saying it's. He do need better PR because it's sounding more and more like he shook, yo.
Yeah, just stop talking about that, man.
Just stop talking about him, yo.
Yeah,
you gotta fight. Focus on Canelo.
It's best for you to stop talking about that, man.
Oh
yeah. He really said, "Leave us alone."
Focus up. Focus up, bro.
But I get it from the plea of a brother as well. He probably, I'm not copping pleas like that, but I'm gonna do it for my brother.
No. He's not talking about leave us alone, the brothers. He's talking about leave me and Canelo alone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's just like,
he got.
He been saying everything to kind of just get away from the.
He got to be stopped.
The Bud talk, yo. That's all I'm saying.
Ever since he ran down on him at that fight and was talking to him at the ring side.
I already did that.
That was when he been looking.
It was
shook
scary though.
I already did that.
He been looking.
No, because
he saw that look in Bud's eyes, yo.
He was really like he
saw the
he was throwing the Frank Stand shit at him and everything. He was going in. He was going in.
You need to fight him too.
You gotta fight him.
But you gotta think if Earl was little man in him at any point in their boxing career, he come out and do this nigga like that, everybody is gonna be fearful.
That's fact.
Yeah. Everybody is gonna be fearful. Cause Earl was like, I would have put Earl against any. You remember, like it was Canelo. Then I'm like, yo, Earl, the next one of them things, yo. Like when he got beat up like that, I was like, I don't know what the fuck going on. I ain't know this nigga was this nice. I was like, yo, cause it wasn't like yo. Cause you know the great fights, even if somebody straight get outclassed, like Canelo, Floyd, it's just like, oh, he couldn't figure him out. He just had his number. Mm-hmm. No, he beat the shit out.
Yeah, I seen ways
like,
that Spence could get caught with shots and possibly hurting whatever. But
not like
nobody could predict that he might have was only gonna win one round like that.
Arguably,
like I know this. Like I told you, I know one person that said it was gonna be easy work, and the dude I showed you online.
Yeah.
Everybody else, even people who thought he was gonna lose, didn't think it would be that bad. Even people who thought he would probably get stopped later, they thought there would be some moments in there where it was very competitive.
Gotcha.
That was like the first round. He won it basically because he was a little more accurate.
Feel out round.
After that, man,
it was bad.
He had some minor moments in a couple rounds, but as soon as he had a small moment,
he was correct.
Bud, boom, right on it.
How I knew it was bad.
Omac.
Cause Zay blessed us and spent money buying this fight. And was like throwing the towel, yo. Like, stop it, yo. They need to stop it, yo.
We got our money's worth.
I was screaming.
No, about like round 5.
Yeah, I didn't care. Yeah,
it was like, yo, throwing the towel, yo. Like, it's getting bad. Like, he landed any shot he wanted.
What was that round he knocked him down twice? Was that 7?
Definitely 7. He could have stopped.
That's when I was like, please stop.
7 was bad. And then, what was it, 8 when it ended?
9.
That was bad, yo. Like, come on, yo. They gonna let this man die in here, yo.
Somebody that, one of the, I'm gonna give him his credit too. I personally met this dude. Cool dude. But Blue Blood Sports TV, because I want to give him his credit because he brought this up. It's not like it's like something that's been confirmed or anything. But I thought it'd be good, a hypothetical topic. Now he would have to pay him a lot of money to do this because they could potentially fight. But he was like, "Yo, I think Earl Spence should get Boots to kind of like pay him to like train with him, to help him out for the Crawford fight." Now I could see why Boots wouldn't want to do that. But I also could see why maybe if the money right, he could do it because Spence got the bread now. Allegedly, I don't know his pockets.
No, Earl Ben got bread, bro.
But that would probably be what do y'all think? Y'all think that would help? That could. I'm gonna see what y'all think. If Boots came in the training camp, could that help him by December to at least be somewhat competitive in that fight?
No,
I think so.
I just think something happens. You said this before. When somebody gets like really beaten up in a fight, that can sometimes take a little bit of a toll out of you, like over time.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that Earl has been beat that much over time, but he's had other things that happened outside of the boxing gym that has happened to him that might have potentially physically altered him. And then this shit happens.
Yes.
And it was a visceral ass whooping, though. He looked bad after that fight.
He looked
really bad after that. So that can change the psyche of a boxer at that point.
I'm all for a rematch. And listen, listen, if you want to fight him next, then I'm which they saying is signed. That's the word.
Yeah.
At 154. Then I'm not going to tell him like someone don't do it. I mean, he's a man at the end of the day.
Oh, I'm not saying.
No. But what I'm saying is, I think he should have had a fight or two in between, try to work on some things, and then fight it. I don't think you can, because you never know. Maybe you might improve something. Maybe something happens with Crawford. Maybe a little bit like you just never know if you kind of. I've seen fighters they rework some stuff and then come back after some time.
Different fight.
Yeah, it's a different. Even if they lose, it's a different fight. But back to back, I don't think a weight class is going to make it any different. I think he might feel physically better, but Crawford might feel physically better as well. Like my whole thing is, I think Boots. I think technically, if Boots and them were to get him right, I think he could.
I think it will help him a lot
because he would learn. He can't slip in training with Boots.
That's a fact.
Boots will make him pay.
I think it will help a lot. And Boots got sharp right and left hand, straight, quick jabs, all that. Yeah, like
that's the only way he can
could switch stances, everything. Crafty.
And I think it could help Boots out as well.
Yeah, I think that would.
Be the best work that he would have gotten. But I can understand why Boots is like, I want to fight both of y'all.
Achieve Ultra Instinct.
I don't think it helps anything.
Now, he might not beat him, but I think it'll make him look better than last time. Anything.
It'll help maybe better than last time.
Even if he could just
maybe like 2 rounds.
Because you even with like
maybe it goes around 12, he gets knocked out.
Let's say like with Earl, like when he was just getting caught clean with like shots, just like put that one arm up so you maybe take one instead of the whole 4 piece.
He shouldn't have fought Crawford right off of that long layoff either. That was really not. Yeah. I understand he didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. That was the fight that was pushed on him.
He should have beat the shit out of Keith Thurman and then came back.
I understand why he doesn't. Didn't want to fight. It's a whole long history, but he should have had a fight in between, because like you can't have a long layoff like that and then just go to fighting a dude who's just that sharp, that smart, been waiting for you. He's been waiting for you. Yeah. They've been training for you. I told everybody, like I said, I don't want to go back into it too far, but I watched the fight right before that against it was Avanish or whatever. That physically. That's the best and strongest I've seen Terence Crawford ever look. I said, he's a welter. He's a strong Mexican
TV. They look like they went down to Mexico to fight for that shit. That didn't even look real. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like a bar or something like that.
Running hills on
Terence Crawford put that nigga down.
He knocked him out cold. I said,
damn.
You don't just knock type 10 fighters out cold. When you're doing that,
Benavidez, brother, he was just on a warpath, just whooping ass. Yo. I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know what he was doing. That's my fault.
So, unfortunately, I'm gonna touch on this briefly because we are talking about Bud.
I didn't want to, but I know.
I mean, we got to talk about it because I don't know what's gonna happen. I know they don't play in certain states. They don't play, but in certain countries like UK, they definitely don't play. Unfortunately, it sucks too because all the success he's been having recently. He's had continuous success, but these are his biggest moments because he just trained Eubanks Jr., who's big over there, and got him to win his rematch. And it's just like, so Bomac, got apparently they said he had some weapons on him, some guns or whatever, and it looking like he could be facing some times. And it just sucks to see.
See, my thing,
I don't know how that all happened. Some people said he got set up, but I don't know what the heck could have possibly happened. Yeah. Maybe he just first of all, I don't even know how he would have guns to get over there. That's the whole weird thing about it.
Yo, it's too much security in the airport for shit like that.
And then you gotta cross customs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know how. I'm so confused right now. I guess more stuff will come out, but it's just unfortunate. And if Bud has to go into that fight without that, who knows?
And
that could affect him. We never know.
Your corner.
And I pray he didn't do that. But you gotta understand.
I think he could fight,
but go to other places,
and be fine. But you just that's crazy. It's a lot going on. So it's I wish that
I didn't even want. Yeah.
I was so I've really been happy for Bomac.
Me too.
It's been
he
so
much
good.
And
you can see after the Terence Crawford Spence fight when he was like, I told her, you could tell he was about to cry. He's been that. They've been waiting on all of that stuff, and it's just he looked like he was en route to being trainer of the year too.
He was seriously on that path.
Yeah, man.
He was seriously on that path.
Yeah, man.
Because he had beat the former.
I hate that shit. That shit.
You know what I mean? Didn't Derek win it last year?
Yeah, Derek won it last year.
Yeah, he beat him. So in a major fight.
Yeah, man.
So it could have definitely been up in the air for him, but hopefully he'd be good.
We hope all the best. It's tricky, especially when you're a small.
You just can't be fucking around in other countries, bro.
Man.
I wanted to keep it real, regardless of what you into, you not here. That shit is not.
I don't
here.
fuck around in other states. So
that shit is not
I'm not
here.
fucking
There be
around
small
in
little things in other states that you gotta know because
that shit is not.
They
better know that
and
shit.
it don't be sweet over there. So but we
nigga
don't want
come spit a piece of gum on the ground, yo. The government just
we don't know what it
take
is, and hopefully it's not something that was a setup.
hopefully
That's amazing.
he
And
can
he's
shake
good.
that off and be good. We hoping for the best.